I'm at the top of it, living like a lot of respect. The next day I go to court and lose trial. The next day from that. And I make the judge sentence me right then. They didn't do no sentence. They asked me if you want to get sentenced now, I will come back. Man, sentence me right now. And he gave me life right there. From last night to being at the club to hours later, bro. Like, that dude gave me life. Like, I didn't even know how serious armed trafficking was. Like, I had been out almost 2 years on bond on it. I never took it serious. Never even, it wasn't even serious. I didn't even know what the fuck a PBL was. Like, you know what I'm saying? I learned, you know what I mean? But that shit was like, it was unreal, bro. Like, I was in the holding cells, like, what the fuck going on? Like, what the? I used to read my transcript, bro. I asked the judge like 3 times. I said, what you just said? Like, life. Like, you just gave, like, it wasn't registering. I was in the county like almost a week after court, and it hit me like, bro, you have a life sentence. You are 22. You are not coming home.
All right, good afternoon. This is State of Florida versus Stephen Testa with multiple cases before the court.
All right, big dog, man. Let's go ahead and start this off, man. Tell the people who you are, and let's go ahead and start with your story, man. Just explain to the viewers just where you're from, how was your childhood, how was your upbringing, and let's go ahead and get into your story, fam.
Okay. First off, Elvis, C, Shine, so many aliases, CJ, Baby, Craig, just 1,000 aliases for people just naming me like. But it's, bro, like, you said from the beginning? All right, let me try to sum it up. All right, okay. All right, my grandma had three daughters and no sons, like. So, like, I grew up with no uncles. Like, I ain't got no uncles on my daddy's side, like, or on my mama's side. And all 3 of my grandma's daughters was, when crack came out, they got into it. So she got all their kids, basically. You know what I'm saying? And it was 10 of us, like, in one apartment. So when my brother got out the house and was out there selling dope, 13, 14 years old, I was 12. I left the house, you know what I'm saying? And it took pressure off her, you know what I mean? That's how I got introduced to the streets. Not know I was just ran out in the streets. I used to steal clothes off the clothesline to go to school, to have something fresh to go to school. But guess what? Who clothes I got on at the bus stop? And we bumping at the bus stop now. Like, that's how it used to be. It was real. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I was forced. I was forced out. It's different now. It ain't like that. Like back then, like nobody cared. You know what I'm saying? It was tough. So that was my introduction to the street. And back then, like, people ain't care. Like, if you young or you ain't in school. Like, right now, you see a Jit ain't in school, people gonna be like, man, what you doing, Jit? Who your mama is? Why you in school? Back then, they gonna send your ass to the stove. Bro, go grab some gauze. Like, you know what I'm saying? Go to the stove. And it was just normal. Like, they just looked at me like I was one of the boys, man. You know what I'm saying? Started smoking and being around them dudes. And I sold me some dope and was making bread. So now, like, everybody, when Mark got your case, like, everybody know it. Like, boy, I heard Mark got your case, but Mark don't fuck with everybody. I'm like, yeah, like, it was a flex if Mark doing your paperwork, because it was other people on the pound that was good and great, but one Mark Bond, bro, like, and he just didn't deal with everybody, bro. And when he got a case, he's dealing with, like, Mark is like, he was that's what he did. He came from he used to do it on the street. He was what that shit is that be helping the lawyers and shit out, a paralegal. He was a paralegal and shit on the street. You know what I'm saying? Mark's so fucking smart and intelligent. A dude that's amazing, bro. And he learn you, though. He teach you what's going on with your shit after he's done with it, though. He don't want you to talk to him about shit. He read your case. He know your case better than you. He know the seconds. I'm talking about every word. He know the pages when the trial, the errors, like, this dude was a GOAT with that shit. And everybody used to be like, boy, Mark got your case. I'm like, yeah. Mark got my case, man. So I stopped going to the law library. I used to be up there all the time. You know what I'm saying? I stopped going to that shit. Mark had my case. So Now I could just focus on prison again. You know what I'm saying? Mark got my case. I'm just fucking waiting on Mark to do his thing. So, Liberty was before the control movement. When soon as they open the doors, everything open. You could walk on the pound, the yard, and the shit. Like I was there during that transition and when it stopped and all that shit. So I seen all that shit. The way it is now with this dorm, only a couple dorms going to the yard. I was there when they opened every door in the morning, and everybody coming out that bitch. You know what I'm saying? You're on the fucking pound with 2,000 people that's moving around right now. Everybody moving around and shit. And Liberty huge, big ass compound. And like when you were talking to my niece about what she said about the motherfuckers getting married, I seen 2 niggas getting married on the rec yard. Real wedding too, champ. These motherfuckers had a real wedding. And we walk around the goddamn track, and they out there in the middle of the field. I was like, these bitches really doing a fucking ceremony. Had to made them some rings and all. I was like, this shit here is just out of fucking control. Like straight up, that shit, that's what's so fucking weird, bro. But you get it. Like, you get what's going on, man. Like, to normalize, like, to come from a almost homophobic state and normalize that gay shit, it takes prison to do that, bro. Like, because you just get it. Like, you get it. And I used to didn't get it at all. I used to just say, you know, all the way to like a damn punk make my motherfucking bed. And that's how I talk to that. Shut up, punk. You know what I'm saying? Go get my shit together. Fold my motherfucking clothes up. You know what I'm saying? And it's just how it is. Prison life different, man. That shit different. You know what I mean? And I had my little thing with the cars. Because it was young females working there. And at the time, you know what I mean? They like what they like. Like, they got them somebody in every dorm they like. And I went through that. I had my little share of chicks, like, and that shit different when you like talk to a female officer. You know, you got 30 niggas in there that's claim that this her want this they chick, and yeah, my baby worked tonight, and I'm really like grabbing titties and playing in cat, and yeah, this shit going on for real. And all y'all guys doing is going to the flap, asking for soap, acting like y'all talking, and oh yeah, I took that rap with my baby. Bro, you got some toilet paper and soap, man. But a person will take them little 2 seconds and it'll carry them for 2 weeks. They be feeling good as fuck by themselves. That's how horrible that shit is. And then the motherfucking shit that we actually look at, like, a motherfucker can be 60 and have a little bit of ass, and we be like, well, granny, boy, bitch, flip granny right now. Like, we get them different. Like, bro, I used to literally watch when they used to come there as TAs, and I watch them transition. I used to watch these chicks. Literally, prison to help those chicks, like, really get their swagger together. They'll come there as TAs, just ponytail, big ass baggy clothes, you know what I'm saying? And the inmates actually be talking to them and changing their fucking life. Cause they clothes get tighter, they vibe they bringing dope in after a while. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit just, and them chicks we make them bitches put on extra perfume. Make sure they got them some earrings in, and lip gloss heavy, and, you know, hairdos that they wasn't getting, because when you was a TA, bitch, you ain't never have a hairdo. Nah, every week, your nails, and yeah, we used to do that. We used to do that, like, for real. We used to, because up there in the Panhandle, you done been in the Panhandle, man, like, oh my God, like, it's so country up there. It sucks, bro. And the females that's up there, you know, like, their life suck on the outside. You ain't working at no prison unless your fucking life sucks on the outside. Trust that. You know what I'm saying? And when they come there, you got a fucking 1,000 niggas looking at you, sweating you. You know that make you feel good, bro. Like, and we used to tell these chicks that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, we got you looking like that. You wasn't doing that on your own. Bitch, you weren't even walking like that when you first came here. You know what I'm saying? So whatever dude you got now, you tell that nigga we got you like that. You was a fucking raggedy Ann when you got here. We bought you up. We gave you all them compliments when you ain't deserve them. We made you, you know what I'm saying, tighten that shit up, like for real. You know what I mean? And we grew a lot of them chicks up like that, them young chicks coming from college and shit. And it sounds crazy, but that shit real, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Because them chicks used to come there and you'll go to the window and be talking to them. And if they fuck with you, they'll take their life. And they gon', as soon as they get to work, they always gonna call you. Everybody go to child, and they just want to just when you be their friend. They don't got no friends in real life, and I seen them talk to niggas all night, every night. No, she ain't want to give them no pussy or nothing, but she just vibe with them, like every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just gave them life, bro. I'm telling you, like, them officers do time, bro. Like, when you're locked in to being in prison, you're doing time too, because all they doing is going home. They coming right back here. Definitely when they started them 12-hour shifts. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, you coming right back here. Like, bitch, you here every day. I done watch motherfuckers have babies and, like, this changing. This, the way they talk changed, everything. We watched that shit and I'm like, damn, sweetie, you just did 3-4 years of this bitch too. Like, you're fucking here, bro. Like, yeah, back to our little rapping sessions, man. That used to be like when they have like basketball games or football, you know, sports big on the road, bro. That shit was, we did drafts. Like, bitch, we did real drafts. You signed up, put your height, weight, position, and they did coaches, and we did real drafts at Liberty. We literally had a newspaper, bro. Nigga named Spider-Man. He used to put the paper out every Tuesday. A newspaper coming to your dorm every Tuesday. They okayed him to do a paper. They gave him like a certain amount of pages he was allowed to use, and he did stats. He had about 5 people take stats. That shit was serious at Liberty. This shit was dead serious. And our rap scene was just as serious. Because when it's a big game, they know it's going to be a big rap session. And all the females that's in the dorm coming out the dorm. And when they come out the dorm, you got niggas 5'5" dunking. You got niggas doing 360s. Bro, I never even knew you could do a 360. Now these babies come out here in the game, bro. Nigga did a 360 in the game. We seen one nigga, bro, the nigga was a little taller than me, bro. The nigga was dunking the whole game. Bro, nobody even knew you could dunk, bro. Like, straight up. Like, them chicks come out, niggas just, nobody's shirt on. Like, everybody's shirt on the ground in their pocket. You know what I'm saying? But they used to always leave from them games and come to the rap session. They always gonna be around the rap session. I promise you this. And they used to love to hear us boys getting off out there. Straight up. And that was our world. That was my thing. That helped me get through, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that turned me to who I was with this music, man, because it was so competitive there. Like, but I wind up being the one that set the trend. When a motherfucker get off the bus and go to a dorm and talk about they can rap, a bitch gonna slide up on me and crack, bro. A bitch got off the bus, they talking about, bitch, know what I'm saying, sound like this person. Somebody always sounded like somebody. Oh, that one sound like T.I., bro. The nigga like spitting though, like, all right, like, we know what you gotta do out here. You know what I mean? You gotta show up on the yard. That, like, when I got out and I used to be hearing songs, I used to be like, man, that nigga wouldn't make it on the yard. I used to do artists like that in my head, like, yeah, you straight on, you wouldn't make it on the yard, though. Like, for real, like, oh, y'all with them 2-minute ass verses and like, niggas are running all them niggas off. Oh, I'm talking about big names. Gucci, you would have never made it on the yard. They'd have clowned you. Like, it's so many people that are just, they wouldn't have made it out there at Liberty on the yard. And that shit made me a real monster. That's why, that's what turned me into what I am. That's why I take my music so serious. I don't freestyle and shit. I'm writing, because you can't come to the yard freestyling. Nobody want to hear it. You fumbling and just saying dumb shit. Bitch want to hear what you talking about. Bitch want to hear that story. Like, you know what I'm saying? For real. Other people knew other people's songs, word from, they said, you have to say all the words sometimes. The crowd, like, you just know what it is. Like, it was for real. Like, that's what was going on at Liberty. And, bro, when Mark finished my paperwork dirty, like, he gave me the paperwork. He was like, it's ready, man. You can send it out. Told me where to send it at. I sent it out. So it was 11 days that went by. I was on the call out for legal mail. So I'm like, hey, Mark, man, they got me on the call out for legal mail. He was like, what, you got child support or something? I was like, nah, I ain't got no child support. So he was like, well, we just sent your paperwork off. That shit gonna be like a year or something, man. It's been 11 days. I was like, it's like, ain't no telling what, that shit probably some bullshit. So I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I'm on the yard, fuck it, I wasn't even going. So they start calling for legal mail. So it don't matter what dorm you're in, all your homeboys going, hey bro, you was on there for legal mail. So we walking up there to legal mail. So we get up there to legal mail, the line long as fuck. But the two niggas I used to be around, we mob everywhere together, so they stand in the line with me, we just talking. I go there, they got a manila envelope. It ain't heavy though, it's light as fuck. So I just got it in my hand, I don't even look at it, I'm walking. And this nigga named Flash from Lauderdale, we used to call him Trash, because he was so funny, he just be talking shit, call everybody Po. Po ass nigga, I seen you swimming the child. Po ass nigga, I was rated, like, he was so funny, I fucked with him. And he was like, man, give me this shit, what you got here? I was like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? He was like, well, you know it ain't no answer for your shit. Did you just send it off? I was like, yeah. So he started reading it. So he just kept looking at me funny, like, he was like, boy, they done answered your shit already. I was like, get the fuck out of here. It's been 11 days. Like, it's impossible. Like, Mark said it was impossible. So I'm looking at it. That bitch got they granted five out of the 6 grounds Mark raised. That bitch had a court date, a transport paper in that bitch. And so boom, I get we get up there. I mean, I get the paper and shit. I take it to Mark. So Mark like, bro, he was like, Elvis, like, this never happened. Like, I never seen this. Like, all my time, he was like, bro, it's like, it had to accidentally fall and put in, boy, you jumped 1 million people. You had to jump 1 million people. Like, it, and that's why I know God be tough, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, this one, I was like, whoa. They granted my shit. You know how many people stand in that line and get denied, like, every day? Like, hundreds and hundreds of people daily get denials from something that they done sent in. And these people granted, it was my 3850 I put in. You know what I mean? They denied my direct appeal. And that shit fucked me up because I didn't know about nothing else. I thought that was just it. And they was like, oh, they always deny you direct. And man, I don't want to hear no shit like that. Talking about they always deny. Like, to me, it was like over with. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they grant my stuff, man. So Mark was like, man, when you go back, he was like, you know what I'm saying? Don't come back here, man. Go home. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still kind of lame to how the process still works. You feel me? So they send me back. I go to the county. Of people, all of them. I haven't heard or seen these motherfuckers in almost 4 years. My first time back, like, bitch, that visitation, and you need money, and call this number, and where the fuck were you people? Like, what the fuck? This magic. Like, where do y'all pop up from? Like, how y'all even know, like, that I was even back? Or I didn't even think y'all know I exist still, bro. Like, this weird. You feel me? It's kind of weird. Everybody, hey, what you call us at calling? What you call us at calling? Man, I ain't calling nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like this crazy. And I'm back up, but let me shoot for a little bit. When I got to court that day, the whole fucking thing filled with people. Everybody. I'm like, God damn, like, all right. y'all funny as hell, though. You know what I'm saying? So when I get back, you got to do an evidentiary hearing. You don't just win your appeal. It don't work like that. When they grant the grounds, you got to still fight. It ain't over right now. Like, it ain't just, oh, you won and that shit go like that. You got to win your evidentiary hearing. Like, everybody was in court. They had, they brought me in there. And before they brought me in, let me back up. Before they brought me in there, they brought me across the street. You know how that process is. Like, you got to get in that fucking dog cage, go over there, get uncuffed, go in that last room, go upstairs, go in the other little ass room. And I'm sitting in there and they're like, hey, your lawyer want to talk to you. So I go out there. He put me in a little thing, the lawyer coming out through the glass. So he was like, what if the state don't want to do evidentiary hearing? I'm like, okay, what that mean? I was like, he's like, what if they want to just give you a deal? Would you be willing to take some time? The fuck you mean? That's what I'm here for. Fuck yeah. So he was like, what you thinking? Like, I'm like, I'm thinking I want to go home. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, they're going to want. So I'm like, bro, I've been locked up 4 years. Like, I want to go home, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, man, give me something realistic. Like, so I'm like, 7. I'll do 7, 4. Thinking, oh, I got 2 bowls. Yeah, I'll do 7. So he come back. He was like, well, they said 10. You know what I mean? So I'm like thinking in my head, hell yeah, I'll do 10, but let me keep my game face on. I said 7, bro. Tell them what's up. That's what I'm gonna do. And they came back. It was like 8.5. I stood there about 15 seconds. Bro, my mom opened the door from the lawyer side. Boy, stop playing with these people. You take like, he pulled the door back. You can't be in here. So he's like, what you gonna do, man? I said, when your mama tell you to do so, like, what you think, man? Like, come on, bro. So I go in there and they open the door, bro. I walk out there and I see wall to wall, bro. The first thing the judge says, like, bro, I said, you got like a big family behind you, man. That's beautiful. I'm thinking in my head, psych. These motherfuckers, I don't know what they just showed up for some publicity shit. These people ain't behind me. They ain't like they're not doing this time with me, bro. They just popped up by this appeal like this. I'm not really excited about that part, bro. I'm focused on what these people talking about here. Let me get this time off because they back here. They that's phony. Like this shit, that part fake. I don't like it at all, bro. Like that shit had bothered me too. You know what I'm saying? And I learned too, because as soon as I got back, they disappeared again. So anyways, like the judge explained it to me. So he was like, you sure you want to take this deal? So I was like, yes, sir. He was like, you understand, I'm the one that granted these grounds. You have a strong case here. Like I granted these grounds. I said that you were right about what you said. You sure you want to? I know this dope mine, this gun was mine. I know that. And this one thing I always knew, when he said 8.5 years, I thought about all the bullshit I did since I was a kid up until now. I said, you know what? I probably deserve to do about 8 years in prison. I said, God likes landed this perfect. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know I ain't deserved to do no life sentence. I ain't did shit in my life to deserve to do a life. That's why I never accepted that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Never accepted it because of that. You know what I mean? But when I thought about it, I was like, yeah, we about to even right here. This about what it is, though. So I signed, you know what I'm saying? And they fucked my paperwork up, man.